come to homesteading for a lot of different reasons. Our reasons are different than a lot of other people's, but people come from all kinds of walks of life to start homesteading.
We were issued a challenge by one of our viewers to mention something about what life on Beagle Road has been going through. And if you haven't gone over there and saw that, basically they have been there for a long time and have found out that they don't have city ordinances or the ordinances zoning to be able to have the animals on there that they have.
None of their neighbors complained. It was just the local ordinance officer who noticed that they had chickens and noticed their fence situation, and you know, based on their rules, it wasn't a matchup, and it gets a little complicated from there. But for them, it's a way of life. It's not just pets that they have around.
And they're not upset, they're not angry at anyone. And so we are just going to help out a little bit by letting people understand this incredible movement of homesteading.
We thought we'd take you, no, we didn't think, we decided we'd take you along with us as we're doing our chores, and we'll talk about this while we're doing our chores for tonight. So you notice it's getting a little dark, although this light has come on, but if you look out here, you can see the setting sun. We have to wait until our chickens are ready to go to bed before we feed the pigs, because if we feed the pigs, the chickens will stay with the pigs.
And then we can't get the chickens to bed.
But the chickens aren't going to bed.
There's some. Let's go get them to bed.
Okay.
We're having to pick them up since we have moved their house into the barn. They don't find their house. It's silly. Come on, chickens. Come on. Yeah, I know. I got one. I got two.
I got none.
How come? Say good night. Good night. Come on, chicken. Follow me. Follow me. We have cats wandering everywhere. Well, one of the opportunities that comes to you when you get to Homestead is that, I'm gonna drop chickens, hold on. These chickens are nice and warm. This is silly. Go in there, go to bed. Go to bed. Homesteading is a movement, but it's a really good movement.
It's a movement with a lot of movement.
It's for all ages, and it's no secret that we work really hard. Where are we going?
Little barn.
Little barn. We work really hard to help other people our age to know that this is a great place to retire.
And also for a lot of people our age and a little bit older who are already doing it, it lets them know, hey, you're not the only ones. But it also lets all of us get in touch with one another and find out some of the challenges we're all facing. So these guys are ready for the night.
These are our little pullets now. Can you believe how big they are?
They've got food and water. Safe place to be. We're actually in the process of getting some additional wood chips. Our wood chip pile is, we got to rake it. It's pretty depleted now, but we're getting from our wood that we cut down the other day and the wood chipper that's here some more wood chips, and we're not going to get to show that on here. But
with all of the people in this huge, wonderful, beautiful community, we've known 2 people now who have had to stop doing what they're doing because of zoning. And it's really important that you understand what your zoning is. When we came here to this farm and we pulled up in front of the big red barn, the first thing I said to the realtor is, yes, but can we have, and I listed off things. She goes, it's Missouri. You can have whatever you want.
Which we kind of thought that's how it was, but she confirmed it.
She did.
Now, she's not the ordinance officer.
No, but
from what we can see and everything we're hearing and learning, there aren't any really big problems. Now, I was doing some reading. There are some requirements if you have livestock for having certain kinds of perimeter fences to keep other people safe from your animals.
And we do.
Yeah, so we're okay there. So, it's not major. You just have to be prepared for it.
Unfortunately, not all 50 states is as lenient as Missouri, which is why we are here.
Well, some states it's less about the states than it is about specific localities, specific subdivisions.
Let's go watch the pigs.
Okay, look at that. Going at it. Oh, they eat kind of sloppy and they get it scattered around and they have to pick it up around. But they're pigs. That's what pigs do. So how much do you think they weigh now, Linda?
I think they're about 210.
Think so? Which is good.
Well, we want to take this opportunity in helping everyone understand how important it is to make sure that when you get your homestead, you have great zoning for it. We want to take this opportunity to get on our soapbox and tell seniors this is the place to retire.
Very fulfilling. I mean, we definitely have a lot to do, but it's a great community nationwide, actually worldwide.
Yeah,
I mean,
worldwide.
We have friends all over who are interested in homesteading, who are homesteading already. Some. Everybody's helpful.
I don't know of anything else we've done where we've had, it's like an encyclopedia of knowledge.
Yeah.
The community is.
Yeah.
Now.
So much to learn, and if you ever have a question, you ask it, there's lots of answers. It's amazing. People who've been there, done that.
When you're our age, there are some requirements that you need to do in order to be able to be successful in your homestead. One of them is getting people that are younger to come out and be able to invest in you with their time and be part of you. Their muscles.
Their stamina.
We have a blank slate here on our homestead, and so there are lists of lists of lists to do.
Yeah.
We're never bored. Sometimes we're overwhelmed, but we still know that we've made the right decision.
Yes. Yes.
We took 6 months to find this place, and if you're looking, and we know there are a lot of you out there looking because you contact us, then one of the things you need to do is make sure that you have an idea of what it is you want to do.
Crucial, crucial, crucial.
So you know how much land you want, what type of area you want to be in, and that the zoning will allow it.
Oh, there goes some geese and a stork.
And I think the stork was running the geese off.
Something like that.
We're going to show you how we water the pigs because it's cold, and so the water freezes, and we don't have all of the infrastructures in place that we need to. But we have this amazing little cement trough that does not freeze. And so he puts that down in there, pulls it out, and dumps it over the fence to the pigs.
Looks like there's quite a bit in there, and it's all water. Probably have to break the ice off tomorrow.
Tonight's not as cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah, last night was our cold night.
We'll be in good shape. The routine is fantastic.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
The routine is, I enjoy the routine. I mean, I guess some people might look at it as being drudgery. Oh, I got to get up, I got to stop what I'm doing, I've got to go take care of the animals.
On the other hand, as a nurse who watched people not get up, it makes you get up. Now,
gives you a purpose.
I want to tell you, he and I have been in for physicals, and we had a new doctor that we've established here, and I went in today for a physical, and he'd already been into the same doctor. He knew her, she knew him, remembered him, knew that he was a fitness trainer, knew that all of our labs were amazing, knew that we didn't take any drugs, medications, and she said, I want to know why and how you started doing this. So we told her that 10 years ago we started, and she said, oh, I wish all my patients would do that. It's a lifestyle.
It's a great lifestyle.
And it's made us well. And the way we stay well is to grow our own food and eat our own food. And yes, we're a little passionate about it.
Speaking of growing and eating our own food, today we were grinding up some of our meat from our first pig.
Our porky.
Our porky, and what was it? What piece did you slice up?
I have no idea.
You're not even sure which part it was.
The back one, it was just called a back roast. That's what we labeled it.
Anyway, she sliced some pieces off of it and fried it up, and it was...
They were like the best pork chops in the world.
It was exceptional. It was really good. So, you know, we're getting to enjoy the things that we have. Fresh eggs every day, even now with so few chickens and it's winter.
We don't
and
use
it's cold.
light.
We get enough eggs every day for us. In fact,
for now, I expected it won't, but...
We're like 3 dozen ahead right now, though.
That's
so
good.
We're in good shape. But we're eating our own food. Now, our garden, we still have a few things from it that we can eat, but not very much. We didn't have a huge garden this year.
Nope, not this year.
Gonna be different next year, though.
Yep. So we just want to encourage you to don't be discouraged by having land and being able to live on it. It's such an amazing experience. Your life is full of life.
Yes, yes.
And you have a reason to get out of bed each morning, because whether it is a plant or an animal, it's depending on you.
And if you haven't lived in rural situations, you may not be aware of how fantastic it can be. The people are around, it's a different kind of neighborhood than when you don't know the people next door or across the street. I mean, you'll know people 5, 6, 10 miles away. You'll know your neighbors who are around. You'll do things with them. You'll run into them here and there, and you know, it's high neighbor. I mean, you know one another. And even if they're not homesteading in the same way you are, even if they're more traditional farming, there's still going to be
a resource.
A resource, and there's just a commonality there. There's a binding that exists, and it's fantastic. But not to mention what you can get from the internet, all the various groups that are out there, whether it's YouTube channels or other types of groups, Facebook groups. There's a lot of opportunity for exchanging ideas and information, and knowing that you're not in this alone. You're not alone at all.
We have an announcement that we're going to be making probably next week as we prepare our homestead to have a little bit more help for us.
Yes.
That's all we're going to say. We hope that you have wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. We hope that you find a friend or invite a friend, and your life is full of gratitude.
We have friends inviting us over, which is great, and we're told we could invite friends to our friends, so it's going to be a great day.
Happy Thanksgiving from Heartiness Acres on Heartiness Approach to you.